Yesterday, Ripple won a huge lawsuit once again. Well, basically, they didn't win it, but, the judge shut down the SEC. Judge Torres basically denied a motion for appeal. So now the SEC is basically screwed. They can't really do anything against Ripple. I think they still have a lawsuit against Ripple, but what are they going to say when Ripple already proved itself that selling XRP is not considered selling securities because XRP itself is not a security? So what is the SEC going to do? Probably drop its case. Ripple today also got approval for their payment license in Singapore, which is great, right? But here's the thing. What does that mean? Well, that means SEC's lawsuit against Coinbase is probably in trouble because SEC has sued Coinbase and Binance because they basically claim that these exchanges just keep selling. Just the fact that they're selling and allowing buying and trading of tokens is illegal, and all tokens are considered securities. Coinbase is like, that's stupid. Coinbase filed a motion to dismiss. And you have this lawyer, he's been right, making a lot of calls, and he's like, you know what? There's a 50-50 chance that the SEC can get its case dismissed because of the Ripple case. 50% chance. If that happens, wow. SEC's going to look absolutely like a joke. Gary Gensler might as well just turn in his resignation papers and go work for BlackRock, because that would be a total embarrassment. And that would be fantastic for an entire crypto space. You got to applaud Ripple. As many haters as there are, and some would argue I'm one of them, but, they withstood. They had enough in the bank to fight Gary and the SEC for 3 years, spending $200 million, and they got a positive verdict. And now, because of it, all these other big players that are being sued unlawfully, they have a shot of winning, a real shot of winning, right? So you gotta thank Brad and Chris Larson and everyone else at Ripple for making this happen. So I'm looking forward to that. And if that happens, we're going to see another price bump too, right? For sure. For sure. I don't know if this is going to be this year or next year. If there's a clear dismissal, it'll probably be this year. But if it's not, this will last probably another year or so. But right now, Coinbase is like, we're going to continue to operate. I don't care what you guys are claiming. They haven't delisted or done anything. Other exchanges have bowed down to Gary ahead of time, but not Coinbase. So that's awesome. All right, what else is there? Let's see. FTX news. So this may be good. Google or Amazon, right, invested in this new AI project called Anthropic. And the thing is, FTX actually invested in this company first because of the new evaluation from the new investments coming in. That portion that FTX holds or owns is enormous. So enormous, it could pay out all the creditors if they sold it. So inadvertently, SBF made a good investment. One that can actually save all the creditors. So everyone could be getting all their money back, and FTX might reopen again. The second part, I'm not so sure is a good thing, but okay. Okay, so, SBF made some good moves, I guess. Besides bribing, hundreds of politicians with campaign donations and the hundreds of millions he spent on real estate for his parents and friends, and his $40 million orgy penthouse in the Bahamas. Besides those things, maybe he made a good investment with this one. Chainlink news. Chainlink supply hits a 15-month low. It's not just Chainlink. Ethereum, Bitcoin, a lot of these major crypto, you see their exchange supply hitting very, very, very low levels. And what does that mean? It's good. That means supply has diminished. And once demand comes back up, that's when you're going to get that price appreciation. So good for Chainlink. There's a lot of things happening with Chainlink. Actually, Josh on CRU Plus just created a video about Chainlink and tokenization. It is outstanding because their new CCIP protocol, which is like their layer 2 interoperability protocol, all awesome. And now Chainlink also launched an Arbitrum. Chainlink is so necessary in this space. The biggest Oracle network in this space, decentralized Oracle network, and now they allow many other functions to happen because their CCIP layer, the ultimate bridge, I guess, for information to travel through. So good for Chainlink. A lot of linked Marines out there. Breaking news: Biden just cancels $9 billion in student debt for 125,000 borrowers. I ever since this was brought up, I still don't get the rationale for this. Okay, a lot of people go to college, go to higher education, right? A lot of people have debt. But, you know, those people chose to go to school, right? Now you have just forgiveness for 125. I don't know how they were chosen, how much was forgiven for each, right? It doesn't seem a whole lot fair to the people that actually worked and paid off their debt. And not only that, you know, this can't help inflation because now that's $9 billion more that people can spend. But that's exactly what Powell does not want. Fed Chair Powell does not want people to spend. He wants people to stop spending so that inflation could come down. But now you got $9 billion more. And on top of that, where's this money coming from? So does that mean we have to print $9 billion more to pay, you know, the lenders? Probably. But I guess because we're accruing $1 trillion worth of debt per month now, $9 billion is a drop in a bucket. According to Biden or anyone else, they're like, yeah, well, who cares? $9 billion is $9 billion. That's nothing compared to the $1 trillion that we're borrowing right now per month. I guess if you look at it that way, this is really nothing, right? But you know, this is what I've been saying about, you know, one hand. Like, you got the right hand and the left hand fighting, and they're not talking, and they're going against each other because you got one hand, which is the federal government or the U.S. government that keeps on printing more money and accruing more debt. And on the other hand, you know, you have the central bank trying to curb inflation due to all the overprinting and spending. You know, it's like it's never going to get fixed this way. Never. And this is part of the reason why the speaker got kicked out, because there was no hard line placed on spending. Anyways, that's just breaking news. I thought I'd just give my 2 cents about that.